Hello, I'm Tony Cottee and welcome to a special edition of West Ham's end of season video. And what a season. As you'll imagine, we've done something a bit different with this year's programme, concentrating on the high points in an occasionally wobbly season, and there were many of them, as you'll be seeing over the better part of the next 2 hours. Of course, it's a bit hard to know exactly how to look at the last season. We certainly weren't thinking about relegation when Arsene Wenger's Premiership champions, Arsenal, unbeaten away from home all last season, came to Upton Park for our first home game back in August.
Another record attempt. It's West Ham United's turn to take on the Premiership Invincibles. Paolo Di Canio is still home in Italy nursing a foot injury, but Freddie Canute returns to add some muscle to their attack. There's a reprieve for the defence that conceded 4 at Newcastle, so Gary Breen awaits his debut from the bench. This is the team that gained win number 14 last weekend when Ashley Coles was the name in the headlines. He's in direct opposition to namesake Joe today. No part for Gilberto Silva after an exhausting midweek trip to Brazil. There's no place like someone else's home for Arsenal. Last season they won at Anfield, Old Trafford and St James's en route to the title. But they didn't win here. West Ham's home record was just about as good as anyone's. David James is their captain today in the absence of Di Canio and Steve Lomas. Trevor Sinclair is his target. Defoe beaten to it by Vieira. Just in case you've lost your television bearings, the cameras have switched side at Upton Park for this season. You now have the same view as the fans at the back of that West Stand. Winterburn. Defoe. Back to Daly. Sinclair in front of Keogh. Well, he is a scorer of spectacular goals, Trevor Sinclair, and only David Seaman's right hand upright denied him another there. Superbly struck volley by one England World Cup man, defeating another. James away from Keogh, it sat up invitingly and he couldn't turn down the invitation. Seaman may feel as if he just about had that covered. He was right by the post, but it was the post that came to his aid. Canute. Cisse is forward too. Ooh, he was looking for Defoe. Instead it's Cole. It's in! West Ham United's first goal of the new season comes against the reigning champions, and it's a beauty from Joe Cole. And Glenn Roeder's team have deserved it. They pulled Arsenal first one way and then the other. And Cole struck it sweetly beyond his England teammate, David Seaman. Repka is there. West Ham have it back. Joe Cole to Jermaine Defoe. He's kept it in towards Canute! Arsenal 0. Freddie Canute within 8 minutes of the restart. But Jermaine Defoe just wouldn't give that up on the near side. Seemed to be running out of play. Defoe never believed that. Not only kept it in, but delivered the cross for Canute to beat Keown to the punch on the near post. And double the West Ham United lead. And is this the day, the first day in 2002, that Arsenal suffer defeat in the Premiership? Kanu. Showed too much of it to carry. Here comes Joe Cole. Slid in towards Freddie Canute. Good save by Seaman. Canute denied a second goal in the space of 3 minutes. Another sweeping attack from West Ham United. Simon's left hand just denied Frederick Canute. Sinclair gets it back. Canute. Cole. Canute shot! Wonderful spell for West Ham. They are playing exhilarating football. So much fluency about them, but so many wonderful little individual cameos in the midst of it all. Cole and Canute combining that time. Bright minds on the same wavelength. Good spin by Henry away from Daly. Terrific shot. Wonderful goal. Arsenal back in business. And they can do that in the blink of an eye. Quiet, muted, disappointing for much of the afternoon. Then bang. Thierry Henry comes to life. Good run by Joe Cole. On and on he goes. Penalty. Ashley Cole penalised. And Joe Cole has won West Ham United the chance to really reclaim the initiative in this game. And Ashley Cole, a hack at Joe Cole of the ball, maybe just caught his right ankle. Frederick Canute is the West Ham penalty taker. Seaman saves. It wasn't a very good penalty. It was a dribbler from Freddy Canute. The game remains in the balance. Canu shot. Didn't get everything behind it. James did. But the shooting boots are on the other foot now. And Arsenal are looking the team most likely. Vieira's cross. Wiltor. Keown and Campbell are still up there. Wiltor threads it into Cano, looking to turn. Oh! Sylvain Wiltor for Arsenal. 2-2. Teed up by Cano. The comeback is complete. And Arsenal still look unbeatable. Vieira, Edu. It is brought down by Cisse. It is Arsenal who are finishing on the up here. Thierry Henry did score from this kind of range against Birmingham last weekend. It's deflected, and David James just has to help it on its way. It is a corner kick. Just clipped the top of the wall and looped. It was dropping behind James and under his crossbar. It's a teasing cross, and Breen couldn't deal with it. Toure almost did. Really good stop by David James. It was a wicked cross and a fabulous save. That's what champions are made of. Title-toughened Arsenal come from 2 down and are still unbeaten in this Premiership calendar year. Their winning run has been stopped. West Ham United, the first team to live with them since February in a league game. A missed penalty away from beating Arsenal. But just at this moment, Arsenal are virtually unbeatable. Fabulous match. West Ham United 2, Arsenal 2.
it's a volatile atmosphere at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland's first match under their new management duo of Howard Wilkinson already on the phone, no doubt to his assistant down at pitchside, Steve Cottrell. And can Wilkinson and Cottrell, at the start of a new era, produce the goods for a struggling Sunderland club over the last 12 to 18 months? Graham Barber is the man in charge. And the fact that many of the top names in football were bandied about in connection with the Sunderland job bears testament to the progress of this club since Peter Reid began his 7.5 years as manager back in the mid-1990s. Minto for Di Canio, now Carrick! Just trying to bend it beyond Macho, but it was routine for the Sunderland goalkeeper, no real pace or direction. Oh, Di Canio, it's a fine crossfield pass, it's cut out Gray, Sinclair in here, great chance, oh, and a goal! Brilliantly put away by Trevor Sinclair, the man who might well have been wearing a Sunderland shirt this season, and he put it away superbly, but it was all made by the wonderful sweeping crossfield pass from Paolo Di Canio. All of 50 yards here from the Italian, completely took out the Sunderland captain Michael Gray. Sinclair took it on and gave Macho no chance. Well, he still had work to do here, Sinclair, but his first touch with the header down set it up for the volley, and Macho was given no chance whatsoever, and West Ham have the lead. Defoe turning well in a tight area, attacking that Sunderland penalty area. Here's Cole, shots on here, turned behind by Macho. And it was a good save by the Sunderland goalkeeper, but Defoe did all the spade work here. Good movement off the ball as well, making a good angle for the pass, Joe Cole. And Macho was needed there. Rayner, now Gray, chance to get in the cross, left-footed, good one too, and headed away by Pearce. Hesitation there, we couldn't get in, Phillips with a shot. And safely fielded by David James, but he's very quick onto this, Kevin Phillips. Bellion thinks about the shot, good one too, and a goal! No, offside against Phillips. As the ball came back off David James, Kevin Phillips adjudged to have been offside. After some very positive play from David Bellion, great shot turned away by James, and Phillips was adjudged to have been in an offside position at the time when Bellion flew in the shot, and I think they were right. Sinclair took that beautifully in his stride, got the pace to get beyond Craddock, brilliant run from Sinclair, still Sinclair, and a block by Macho. Oh, that was brilliant from Trevor Sinclair. Well, there was only one thing on his mind when he took the ball beautifully first time, shrugged off Wright and Craddock. Good stop from Macho, who got out quickly. Daly's throw would look likely to pick out Sinclair, but Di Canio has it. And Macho down smartly to his left. Wasn't sure whether it might just have been creeping in here. Sees things so early, Paolo Di Canio, and it was, I think, just going to get in there to that bottom corner before Macho got hands to it. Bab looks here for Bellion. Developed flick on the header now for Phillips. Rayner making a run into the area. Quinn's in there too. It's Niall Quinn. Goes for the volley off the post, and it won't fall for a red-white shirt. Niall Quinn, so unfortunate. As Phillips' cross evaded the West Ham defence, and it was almost perfect from Quinn. James, a mere spectator. Very much West Ham mirroring Sunderland. Here's Bellion, good run from the youngster, great shot! Oh! Well, James was beaten by the sheer velocity of the shot, and I'm wondering if it just skimmed the crossbar from David Bellion, but this was brilliant from the young Frenchman. Yes, just skimmed the crossbar. James was beaten. And a brilliant effort from Bellion. Phillips coming deep and harried out of it by Lomas. Bab will go all the way back with Macho. Craddock. The whistles from the West Ham fans, and the whistle that matters from Graham Barber. And Howard Wilkinson, back in league management for the first time in 6 years, shakes the hand of Glenn Roeder and Paul Goddard, his assistant. But the reign at the Stadium of Light starts in defeat for Howard Wilkinson. As for West Ham, they know they're off the bottom of the Premiership. They go above Sunderland. The results elsewhere will determine Sunderland's position at the end of the weekend. The final score at the Stadium of Light, and West Ham's first Premiership win here. Sunderland 0, West Ham United 1.
This evening's local derby between Fulham and West Ham was a fixture the Hammers triumphed in 1-0 last season. The only goal of the game scored by Freddie Canute that afternoon. Tonight, though, Glenn Roeder's side are still missing Canute since his departure early on against Chelsea in the Hammers' first Premiership win a month ago. Now they've achieved their second, also away from home against Sunderland last Saturday. Roeder may well feel they're turning a corner. Trevor Sinclair will know this ground well. Fulham are tenants at Loftus Road. It's where Sinclair scored many of his goals for Queen's Park Rangers. This evening's referee is Rob Stiles, and as tenants at Loftus Road, with tonight's average just a little over 15,000, Fulham will be hoping they can soon get back to Craven Cottage if it ever gets redeveloped. The touch from Hales. Pearce watching that well. To lost cause for Decania, but still chasing it, touching from Carrick. Cole's got the bounce here. Here's Defoe! Jermaine Defoe has put West Ham at... No, the flag is up. I don't know if it was handball from Cole or indeed if Defoe may have been offside, but look at the finish here. Well, it won't count, still a mystery really. He looked onside as he collected that. No goal. Still a mystery to most why they're down here. Defoe, can he hit this? Van der Sar made a point-blank stop. It might still come for Cole. He's wide, but Stiles has given the corner. Look at this. Defoe hit it on the full, but Van der Sar beat it out. Touch again, and Defoe's away. Down the right. It's not a great cross. Di Canio! Well, the flag stayed down. The Italian had a real chance there as the ball dropped for him over his shoulder. He watched it. There he is. He's taken his eye off it at the last minute. Been a spectacular goal. Bailey. Chase there, but well played. Wome it was who messed up. Well, a free kick this time. It's given against Baamorti. He's going to be booked for that. Two-footed challenge. And Di Canio. Hammers have a free kick. Van der Sar trying to get the Fulham defence organised, and a diving header from Sinclair. Well, he scored the winner at Sunderland on Saturday. Almost got a spectacular header there. Fulham defence stood still. It's Legwinski who should have picked him up. Again, ball down. Most of the West Ham attacks are starting from Di Canio. This is Sinclair! What a save by Van der Sar. Well, Sinclair scored a goal of the season here for Queen's Park Rangers, an overhead against Barnsley when he wore dreadlocks. But with hair or no hair, he always goes for the spectacular. So unlucky. Great save. Cole. Well, he turned Bar Morty as though he wasn't there. He's gone past 3 now, Cole. Good stop. Van der Sar couldn't afford to spill that. But Joe Coley scored a classic goal against Arsenal and likes the London sides. Rhoda may make a note of that. Melville threads one through, but the flag's up. Must have been offside in the end. Melville did the work. Hales got himself into a good position, threaded it through, and when it fell to Hales, good save anyway from James. He didn't know the flag had gone up. Long clearance. Defoe. Di Canio! Good stop. This man's contract is up at the end of this season. I don't know what West Ham will do without him. Defoe hasn't given up here. He's round. Oh, he's down! And that's that night. And it's a penalty in the last minute of the game. And it's a red card. Well, Zat Knight, referee Rob Stiles having no hesitation, and what a chance here for Di Canio. A penalty in the last minute for West Ham. Dreadful tackle, correct decision. Well, if anyone was going to take it, you'd want it to be him. Di Canio has given West Ham a real chance of 3 points. I love you, he said. And the fans who've made the journey to Loftus Road kissing him there in the crowd. Perfect penalty. What pressure on him. Been speculation in the press that he's not making an effort away from home. It's not too far to go, but it's a fantastic goal for West Ham. And could be 3 points. Rhoda looking at his watch. Fulham's last gasp throw. Sinclair goes up for it. And Rob Stiles blows the whistle. West Ham have a second successive away win, and look how pleased Di Canio is. That's what it means to him. He says he's claret and blue blood. John Tigana and Glenn Rhoda may be talking about whether he got his jacket at Harrods, but here's a man whose shirt seems to be forever claret and blue. Paolo Di Canio. And David James, well, that's the only thing he's dropped all night, those gloves to that lucky boy. It's a final score here at Loftus Road, a memorable victory for West Ham. Fulham 0, West Ham 1.
Start to a top-flight campaign, having to wait until early December for their first league home win. On that occasion it was against Manchester City, with that miserable record just 2 matches away from being broken by Glenn Rhoda's 2002 Hammers. This afternoon's Manchester opponents may not be so generous, looking as they are for only their second away win of the season, but they are unbeaten in London so far. But what is rather surprising is that West Ham have got a player who's scored more in the Premiership than any Manchester United player, and that's Di Canio with 5. Manchester United's top Premiership scorer is Ruud van Nistelrooy, who only has 4. But he scored 6, of course, in the European Champions Cup, scoring at the highest level. United kicking away from the Bobby Moore stand. And that's a good flick onto Di Canio. Not many options here, but well, here was the opportunity for Di Canio, but Barthez showing less of the near post than Carlo Cudicini did. flick on, could be a problem here, clearly offside, won't count. And that's all right, expression of surprise, but no problem there. Good finish though. That's a magnificent ball, and Cole had got away to pick it up. Di Canio's in a lot of space here if Cole can pick him out. He floats one in instead. Barthez came off his line, and Defoe, well, it wasn't a tap in, but it looked like a really good chance. Barthez caught in absolute no man's land there. A wonderful ball out originally to Cole, and Cole got across into the far post. Barthez left it. John O'Shea just got a touch. Lovely three-man move and a beautiful pass from Di Canio to Sinclair. It's a good-looking cross and a wonderful header off the post. It's got to be a goal. Will it count? Flags up. Well, it would have been a goal if the header had gone in, but Cole's jump, absolutely perfect. Misery, Glenn Roeder. What have we got to do? This is Fortune. Better ball this time. 4 West Ham players on him, but couldn't stop it. Sinclair, poor clearance. Fortune gets the ball through, and it could be a goal for United. It is a goal. Nisselroy. And the same old at Upton Park. West Ham, who could really have been 2 goals up by this time. Fortune's through ball, and when the ball came across, Van Nistelrooy shelled another P. Well, here's Defoe. Look at that for a chip! What has this young man got to do to score? And West Ham hit the woodwork yet again. There was a wonderful header on from Sinclair, and look at that vision from Defoe. And there's the reaction that says it all. Carrick. Slybral. There's a chance here, but the flag is up. Defoe offside again. Well, in fact, it was not just Defoe, but Di Canio. Intelligent play, and Di Canio's with him. They're the only 2 up at the moment, but they're now being joined by Cole. Here's Defoe. He's into the area, and his cross comes shot right across the 6-yard box and wide. Cole had been attacking the ball, but wasn't at the far post where he might have made all the difference. Again finds Cezanne. United back 4 holding forward, chested down. Cole is in here. And Cole was disappointed with the layoff. Ferguson must feel that maybe his Manchester United side have sorted themselves out now, winning the first phase of their Champions League. But here's Carrick, almost fought his way through. Di Canio, Carrick, Defoe, the flag stays down. And finally, he's got the goal he deserves. The Manchester United defence all raised their hands as the ball slipped through to Defoe. They were convinced he was offside. The flag stayed down. It was a very questionable decision, but he's deserved it. Canio. And Carrick found him. Manchester United furious, but Roda delighted. Giggs made a fantastic run. Oh dear, a dreadful mistake. Yet again, West Ham, instruments of their own downfall almost, somehow got away with that. Dear, oh dear, and it was Christian Daly again, having given away the fourth goal that Leeds scored. Giggs and Veron planning something. Giggs, a great save from James, a great double save. James is the hero right at the end. Super free kick from Giggs. Great header, but what a save, and with Van Nistelrooy right in front of him and Silvestri. That was a wonderful header from Blanc, and what a brilliant save from James. That's kept West Ham off the bottom. And that's it. West Ham have earned an important point. It wasn't 3, but it keeps them off the bottom. Maybe they can turn their season round now. An important goal by Jermaine Defoe, and a fair result really overall. And a final score here at Upton Park. West Ham United 1, Manchester United 1. FA Cup third round at Upton Park, and the first fixture here at Upton Park in 2003. West Ham welcomed Nottingham Forest, who they last played here in the Cup in January 1911, winning 2-1 on that occasion, but it's the 4-0 semi-final defeat from 1991 and Tony Gale's controversial dismissal that will be in the minds of most West Ham fans. But also the fact that they still have yet to win at Upton Park this season. Jermaine Defoe, well, he's the man in the goals, a very late equaliser against Blackburn Rovers just after Boxing Day was an important point for West Ham. And indeed, West Ham have only lost one game in the last 5 since skipper Joe Cole took over the mantle of captain from Paolo Di Canio. Of course, Paolo Di Canio is out till February, so it's a disappointment for West Ham. Glenn Roeder's got plenty on his mind, but he'll be optimistic that this could be the opportunity for West Ham to score a victory. West Ham will be attacking the opposite end to the Bobby Moore end. Daly, a little more space than he would ordinarily be getting in a Premiership game. Cole got that after letting it run through to Sinclair. Still not looking for that telling pass. Defoe, Carrick. It's all very tight on the edge of the area. Lovely back flick from Defoe, and a great shot by Sinclair. The ball curling just wide of Darren Ward. Not much looked on there for Defoe. It was a nice little drag back, and at that point the clearance came out, and Sinclair came in first time with a right-footed shot that just cleared Darren Ward's upright. This was a hell of a lot closer than it originally looked. Defoe going to give the run to Doig. He's done well here, Defoe! Goodness me, that was close. Well, he's found the back of the net 4 times. It's West Ham's scorer in their cup game, the League Cup. I think credit to Ward, he was probably just in line to get that if it was on target, but it was a marvellous effort from Defoe. Certainly Paul Hart won't be too disappointed by the way things have gone so far for Forest. They're in with a real chance here. James, oh, he's made a dreadful mistake. And for the second time in succession, David James's mistake has given the opposition a goal. Winterburn did everything he could to try and keep this ball out, but Reed's bobbling shot, James couldn't hold it. And Marlon Harewood came in with his 8th of the season. Carrick, great ball to Cole, and Cole picked it up well. He's got Daly behind him, he picks Jermaine Defoe. Lovely effort, a great goal by Defoe! And for the second game in succession, the man on the score sheet for West Ham is Jermaine Defoe. Goal number 5. A lovely ball from Cole. He had options, he found Defoe. Defoe feign went right, and in just one quick movement, buried the ball in the back of the net with his right foot. Lovely finish. And Defoe puts West Ham back on level terms. Dawson hits a dangerous crossfield ball, which Cole intercepts. Pearce picks up. And now Shammel's made a good overlap for him. This is aimed at Defoe. Headed straight at Ward in the end. Jermaine Defoe it's been a dearth of goals for him this season. That really was a perfect cross. He didn't really have much to aim at other than the keeper from that position. Louis Jean finds Harewood. It's a good little move this by Forrest. Harewood now, he's into the area. He's got to beat Winterburn, he does. What a goal! Andy Reid and Forrest have 2. A brilliant move by Forrest. Cole made a run for him, but Cisse straight at Thompson. And now a real chance and a late tackle from Winterburn that saved West Ham's blushes. This was Harewood just poised for his second, and Defoe, Schemmel. A moment of brilliance. Here's Cole. The captain scores! And Jermaine Defoe returns the favour. It was Cole who passed to him to score for West Ham. And now Cole is the man who puts them right back in this game. Right on the hour, Joe Cole. And it's West Ham 2, Forest 2. Wonderful finish. As Johnson goes down the left. Almost in for Forest. That came off the crossbar. Is it a penalty? It is. Well, this is the cross that came in. It came off the crossbar. Now, what's that all about? It must have been the fact that Daly held his man on the line. He's missed it! Unbelievable! It's a bad miss. West Ham still in this game with Trevor Sinclair. And look at this for Defoe. From this position he scored before. Great save. Ward was going the wrong way. Jermaine Defoe tried to catch him out at his near post, and it was a really good save. He cut onto his left foot. Good stop from Darren Ward. Sinclair looking to feed Kamara instead. The ball goes out to Defoe, who has Carrick behind him. It goes for the byline and clips a good looking cross back. Sinclair for Kamara, he's missed his kick. Dear oh dear, what a chance. But here's Cole. Cole all the way through. And the ball blocked, and as it came out to camera, it still come out to Sinclair. Onto his right foot, it squeezed past him. It's a corner. And Darren Ward, caught completely on the wrong foot, could only watch as the ball trickled agonisingly wide of his right hand post. It's a great effort from Sinclair. Well, here's a chance perhaps. If Defoe can steady himself, he might do it all himself. It's got in there! Jermaine Defoe has scored a magical goal! And West Ham have the lead for the first time in this game. How did he get that one in? Rhoda saying 5 minutes. He's a bit generous there, there's 7, but it was a wonderful turn by Defoe. Beautiful angle here, shows how he does it, and a little deflection as the ball creeps into the corner of the net. And West Ham are ahead. And no, you didn't mishear me, they are ahead in this game. Looks like Reed will take this corner. It's a good one. Johnson goes up. It's in there. No, they're at the... Oh yes, in fact, I think the goal has been given. I'm not sure. Well, the referee's assistant has raised his flag. Have Forest scored a magical equaliser? No. The referee's assistant must have seen some infringement in the penalty area. Dawson is long, that's it! Paul Durkin blows the whistle, and Glenn Rhoda, who's had to wait 5 months for this, finally celebrates a win at Upton Park. Almost apologising there to Paul Hart, but in the end it's been an enthralling FA Cup tie, which Nottingham Forest have more than contributed to. West Ham have a win, their first of the season, and they go through to round 4. A final FA Cup round 3 score here at Upton Park today. West Ham United 3, Nottingham Forest 2.
Last night, defeats for Bolton at home to Everton and Sunderland at home to Southampton make tonight's game unexpected chance for West Ham to leapfrog West Brom and Sunderland and give their survival prospects something of a real boost. And the return certainly of Freddie Canute to the squad, and Paolo Di Canio is really put aside by the arrival of Les Ferdinand, Soles as he's known in London, who's made a decision to leave Spurs at least till the end of the season. He's a Spurs fan, out-and-out Spurs fan, but he said he's got a fantastic atmosphere in the West Ham squad, and he really thinks there's a chance that they could stay up, even though they've had the Christmas curse, as it's called. We've said so many times, this is the game, or that is the game that West Ham can win. This is the game they can win. Certainly, tonight's a game they really ought to do well in. They have still got a chance of getting out of it, and a win tonight really would turn that round. If West Ham fail to win tonight, of course, they will equal the club record for the worst run at home in their history. So a lot of good reasons to win. Well, here's across, a lovely header. Got up nicely. Ferdinand's first opportunity for West Ham. It was a neat cross. Ferdinand got up well, but straight at Friedel in the end. It's a better ball down the line from Pearce, which Di Canio will not give up chasing. Got a bit of a back end on that one, and may have got the corner. He has. Excellent play from Paolo Di Canio. A lost cause in a lot of other players' eyes, perhaps. He didn't give up. Did very well. Look at this. Anyone else would have given up. Watch Di Canio. Came off the back of the Blackburn player and led him a merry life there. And here Di Canio with the corner he's just earned. It's hit to the far post, almost bundled in there. Not away yet. Turn back. Can anyone hit it? Di Canio perhaps on the right foot. Great save from Friedel. That's why he is the Premiership's top keeper this season. Di Canio will want to take this quickly, putting pressure on the Blackburn defence. It comes in, a little flick on. It may come out to Bowyer. Looked like perhaps a handball. Pierce got it back in there. Lomas! Inches in it. An excellent series of efforts from West Ham, all brought about by their Di Canio corner. This was the moment. Pierce just squeezed it in there. Lomas got in first, just wide. A little bit earlier, this was when Di Canio, the header came out. Friedel, brilliant save there. I think it was Carrick's header, but this is the save. Watch this from Di Canio's strike, going in the far corner. Friedel beats it out. Excellent shot stop. Played wide again. Blackburn using the wings. Flank this time with Gillespie. He's round his man, but Winterburn has just caught him. More clumsy than malevolent. Gillespie almost tripped over it rather than was fouled by him. Thompson there with a free kick in what is in effect a very dangerous position for Blackburn. A real chance here, had to be a goal. Just too easy for Dwight York. One of the easiest goals he'll score, and well, West Ham had a chance to clear it. They didn't take it. It looked as though the chance had been missed, but York, with one of those goals that seems to have relegation written on it. He actually set himself up, York. Di Canio, great ball through to Bowyer. That's an excellent effort. Bowyer keeps control, left-footed, got a deflection, but took the sting off it. Johnson's through is a combination of cross and shot. Doesn't do he. Bowyer took it down well, but as he got the shot in, it was blocked. Block in the end by Todd, very important one. Bowyer, who's building up from almost like a wing-back position, has really been at the heart of most of what West Ham have had. That's a great ball through to Di Canio, needs to attack the goal into the area. He gets onto the right foot, Di Canio turns onto the left, hits a good cross in. There's Ferdinand, just a little delicate header, a bit too delicate. Really didn't have the pace. I imagine even if Friedel had just let the ball roll, it would have stopped and wouldn't have gone over the line. We'll see. Di Canio's nice turn. He turned Neil well. Ferdinand backing off, the ball almost behind him. Cole took it down well, and there's a little bit of acceleration as he pushes through. Joe Cole, he couldn't get past his man there, but he has done now. Di Canio on the left, into the area, pulled down. It's a penalty. It's a big moment, there's no question about who will take it. Such an important game for West Ham, and an important moment coming up for their captain, Paolo Di Canio. Todd it was who fouled him. Can Di Canio do what West Ham so badly need him to do in this game? Give them just a sniff, just a hope of those 3 points with this penalty. Glorious. There was never any doubt in his mind. Di Canio, goal number 7 for West Ham. He's back. And West Ham are level. So West Ham have half an hour. Bit of magic. Good dummy from Carrick, gives himself the chance to send Di Canio running down the left. Cole is behind him, supporting him. Winterburn's made a great run. Canute's flick. It comes to Bowyer. Straight at Bradfield. Bowyer could have hit the target for the first time for West Ham and scored a goal. It came through to him nicely as Lomas stepped over it, or missed it if you like, and Bowyer just stroked it into the arms of Friedel. Unfortunately, really what was needed there was a
Good old-fashioned clump, I think. Reasonably good return from him. It's a great ball from Cole. Here's Di Canio. It's a moment here for West Ham. Friedel managed it. A great save. Real chance for West Ham. Friedel did brilliantly, as he's been doing all season. Well, Paolo Di Canio, he really did have a chance here. It was brilliantly picked out by Cole. Di Canio heading down on goal. Friedel holding his way, and the right foot did it. This was the angle. It looked good. He decided to keep it on the ground, not to chip the ball. Johnson. He kept that in. He found Sinclair. The England international flicked it to Lomas. Sinclair again. Easily beat. Carrick. Cole turns quickly. The quick ball looking through for Defoe. Onto his right foot. Oh, what a goal! The Super Summer's done it! And West Ham could be looking at 3 points for the first time at home in the Premiership this season. And look at this ball from Cole, but then look at this. How did he get it in? A brilliant piece of intuitive goal scoring from Jermaine Defoe. And number 9 scores his number 9 for the season with such an important goal. And Blackburn cannot believe it. They are behind in this game. Todd, who gave away the penalty, hoists it back. Flick back, Cole couldn't get there, he does now. Oh, offside flag goes up, no worries. That's it! West Ham have won in the Premiership for the first time at Upton Park this season. At the last chance in January. Les Ferdinand's first game for West Ham has seen 3 points for Upton Park. Jermaine Defoe, he came on right at the end of the game and scored the winner. He just had 6 minutes and he put away his 9th goal of the season, building on Paolo Di Canio's penalty on the 58th minute. It's a memorable victory here at Upton Park that could be talked about for years to come. A final score here: West Ham United 2, Blackburn Rovers 1.
The last time these two sides met in top flight competition at the Hawthorns was in May 1986 when West Ham won 3-2. That was in the glory season of 85-86 with the Baggies already relegated and West Ham's eyes still on the Championship. Today they're 19th in the table and looking for a victory to take them above West Brom and within reach of Bolton and Birmingham. February has already seen reverses at home to Liverpool and 1-0 at Leeds. They must win today. This afternoon's referee is Mike Dean. He sent off Steve Lomas at Highbury last month. Also presided over the Chelsea game that West Ham won. It's a good cross. Darren Moore hits the post. Hook clear by Glenn Johnson. Early opportunity for West Brom. West Ham finally get it away. Darren Moore, well, he was unlucky. It was a good cross. He got up beautifully. James Beaton. Excellent clearance from Glenn Johnson. Is back there in numbers, but lucky escape. Breaking here. A chance for a daisy, but he's offside. To be fair, the assistant referee's flag went up straight away. Could be Hughes. You see as the ball came through the flick from Dicchio, but Hughes and a daisy, both offside. So it won't count. Di Canio. He's got momentum. with him. Gomez pulls it back. Bowyer! Well, I don't think Phil Gilchrist knew anything about that. Brilliant build-up from West Ham. Di Canio slipped the ball to Lomas, and Bowyer coming in hit it well, but fortunate for Regan, it clipped the back of his heel and went wide. Lomas with one of these long throws. West Ham have got men up now, piling into the West Brom area. Flick on there, Bowyer! The shot blocked, but he's got it back. Carrick! All spilled by Hulk. Sinclair! Oh, it just wouldn't fall for him. It bounced high. Really ought to have put that in, Sinclair. He knows it was a great chance. Good play from Bowyer, who won the ball back. And Carrick hit the shot in. Holt couldn't hold it. It didn't bounce right for Sinclair. Instead of tucking it away, hit the crossbar and over. Bounce there, Brevitt. Di Canio. Lomas in. Sinclair's got away here. Deep into injury time at the end of the first half, and Trevor Sinclair, who missed one just a minute ago, has put West Ham ahead. You can see what it means to him. It was a great build-up. Di Canio did well, but a hooked-in cross from Lomas. Good first touch from Sinclair. Expert finish. What a great time to score as well. Lovely finish by Trevor Sinclair. Back to his old England class. And Dicchio's put it away. Right at the beginning of the second half, West Brom straight back in it. Dicchio rose high to head home. There's another head down. This is Hughes. What a save by James. Point blank to keep Hammers in this game. Oh, miscue from Repka, and James does well again. Not away yet. Dicchio. Surely a handball it was. Carrick wants to take the free kick, but what a save from David James. The last one he'll make this game, I don't think. Good ball from Kumas. Here's Hughes. Dicchio, he's offside. Flag went up. Well, he can complain all he likes. But he was, yards and yards offside. They want to clear this. Oh, it's not a good one. Lomas heads on to Bowyer. He's got options here. Defoe. Ferdinand hit the post and Sinclair's tucked it in! What a combination from the three strikers. And Sinclair hits his second, it's his sixth of the season. Hasn't scored before this game since Boxing Day. Lovely touch from Defoe. Ferdinand's header hit the bar, but Sinclair this time tucked it away beautifully. Lovely touch from Defoe. Look at this from Sinclair, all the power he could muster. Great cross from Bowyer. Lovely touch from Defoe. It's a great team goal there. And West Ham regain the lead. And Sinclair gets his second. Just to lay this one off to Hughes. Sinclair, oh, it's not a good one. Hughes! But Sinclair, all the genius from him today. And he nearly gave one away there. But what a save from James. It's the second classic save from Hughes. Well, there's a touch and Repka's let him in. Oh dear. Dobie's only been on the pitch 2 minutes. Repka let him in there, but what a save from James. Don't get many better one-on-ones. Great save from James. From under the cosh is Hughes again. Hughes is in! Well, that's a hat-trick of world-class saves from James. All against Hughes. He got past Pearce, Hughes, he got the touch in, he did everything right, but he didn't reckon James. Moore turns it in, a last chance maybe for West Brom. Appeal for hands. West Ham, everybody back there. Oh, Hutchison. Moore. Just wonder what he's got to do. Hammers fans urging referee Mike Dean to blow that whistle. And he blows it. West Ham go above West Brom in the table to 18th position, and Trevor Sinclair with a double strike. But the hero of the afternoon, it's David James with 5-6 world-class saves to keep Hammers in the game. West Bromwich Albion 1, West Ham 2. Last time West Ham played Spurs, the North Londoners won 3-2 at White Hart Lane to go second in the Premiership and send Hammers to the foot of the table. Spurs are now 8th, but could go 6th with a win today. Les Ferdinand, well, no one knows more than him how important it is to have the opportunity to play against your old club as soon as you get to your new one, and this is a good chance for him. Joe Cole, of course, still wearing the captain's armband since it was given to him by Glenn Roeder against Middlesbrough in December. Jermaine Defoe set up a goal for West Ham away to West Brom last weekend. What a vital win that was. Referee this afternoon is Neil Barry. 3 red cards in his 15 Premiership games. Be hoping he doesn't show any today. Darren Anderton received one in his last game for Spurs, the first in his career. It's a good ball in the head down to Defoe. And Bowyer couldn't get in there. Keller made the save. A good start from West Ham. Keller's got a knock there. Brevitt caused the problems by knocking the free kick in. Ferdinand headed it down. Defoe couldn't get in there, and Bowyer following through caught Keller. Well, here's Defoe again. Good stop from Keller. Nice flick on from Sinclair, and Defoe with a goal in his sights. Had his shot beaten out. Sinclair missed the cue there. Carr's making some ground over here on the right. Stephen Carr, shot well saved by James. It's a good ball to him. Well struck, but well held by James. Johnson's throw. Surely a barge in the back there, but Carrick hits it in. Les Ferdinand, how he'd love to score today. He got the header in, but I think Defoe may have blocked it. Bowyer. Great ball to Brevitt. Little flick from Defoe. Here's Bowyer! Off the post! Well, it looked like goal number 1 in a West Ham shirt for Lee Bowyer then. A little touch from Carrick. He let it run perfectly. But another fine stop by Casey Keller. He's really the difference between the two sides at the moment. Very unlucky. Lovely touch from Joe Cole. Brevitt again. Defoe. Good flick over his own head. It's opening up for West Ham here. He's got options. One of them is Les Ferdinand. Sir Les against his old club. And look at the delight on Glenn Roeder's face. 32 minutes gone, and Les Ferdinand puts West Ham into a first of March lead against Tottenham Hotspur. Defoe did all the work and laid it off, but look at the power in this shot. Keller cannot keep it out. He struck it so fiercely, went under Keller's body. Look at the power and look at the reaction. Yes. They have been able to come back against other sides. That was a great recovery from Johnson. Just as options were there for Spurs, and Hoddle sees another chance go begging. Anderton's corner. Sheringham! Well, was Davis's miss worse? I don't think he could believe that Sheringham, Spurs captain, hadn't hit the target. Dear oh dear. Good touch from Carrick. Gets it back. Nice cut inside. Tarico was confused. King couldn't do anything with that. Keller's in a flap about it. Carrick! Will there be questions in the Spurs defence? But there's no questions against Michael Carrick's first goal of the season. He started the move himself, hit the cross in. Ledley King, this is a future England defender, slicing the ball in the air. Keller makes a rare mistake. Carrick's back on hand, and it's 2. Well, what's going on there? But only 2 minutes into the second half, and Spurs are 2 down. There's a great cross here. Pearce! Well, he had 2 goes at it there, and Keller ended up in the back of the net, but the ball stayed out. We'll see. Bowyer's great cross picks him out. Yes, Keller's definitely kept that one out, but Pearce did everything he could. Move it down the line to Sinclair. Cole battling through. Shot just wide. Joe Cole got on the end of it. He picked the ball up. And even then Les Ferdinand almost got on the end of it. James, long clearance, beautifully flicked on by Hutchison. Good effort! Don Hutchison would have loved to have scored. Hasn't been in the West Ham first team this season, but he's come on, he's done well since he's come on. And it was a deflection that took it wide. I think that was going in. Oh, here's one that Defoe can do something with. He turns well. Defoe on the left foot, taking another deflection, just wide. He hasn't scored today, Defoe, but he's been setting him up and almost did get a third for West Ham here. Not sure if that did actually come off King's foot, but just wide of the post. Referee Neil Barry brings to a close a memorable West Ham United victory over Tottenham Hotspur by 2-0. The first goal scored by Les Ferdinand against his old club. The second by Michael Carrick just after half time, just at the right time. But it's another 3 points for West Ham in their battle to stay in the Premiership, and a thoroughly deserved win. West Ham United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. So the Premiership's worst attack meets the league's most leaky defence. Which will triumph? Freddie Canute is back from suspension and he's on the bench. If Hammers win, well, they'll pull out the bottom three for the first time since November the 2nd, 2002. Well, he looks innocent enough, doesn't he? But he actually has some muscle strain from the number of times he's taken the card out of his top pocket. He's being treated for it. Let's hope he doesn't do that too often. Lee Bowyer is out of the West Ham side this afternoon. He's completing his suspension. Sinclair won that one well. Defoe, a great turn and feeds Sinclair, who can move on this if he can hit a cross to the far post. He does. Ferdinand could get in there. Brave goalkeeping from Thomas Sorensen. It was a good cross from Sinclair. Sunderland didn't clear it properly. A great turn and a great goal. And there's an England star of the future, Jermaine Defoe, into double figures. Goal number 10, and West Ham open their account on 24 minutes. It was a lovely head-on, beautiful head-on from Ferdinand, a great link between the two strikers. He won the ball in the air. Defoe took it down with the right foot, swiveled and hit home a glorious goal over Sorensen. West Ham ahead. He's took it down well and hit a left foot. Ball through to Canute, going to the line. He's kept it in. Goodness me, how did he manage that? Wonderful roll of the feet. Left-footed, hits it across. Brevitt comes into the picture. Sinclair. Defoe, great turn, right foot. Just wide. Well, some great play initially from Canute, but Defoe turned beautifully. Ball through to Canute. He's in on the end of it. Please, West Ham are thinking he wasn't falling uncomfortably there or taking a shot. It was a really great ball. Canute breaks forward here and does get the touch, but the legs flying around there, he could have got himself hurt again. Great ball from Cole. Canute let it run over his right hand shoulder. Couldn't keep the ball close to him. But here's Defoe into the area. Past Sorensen. It's a tap in, but there's no one there for West Ham to put it in. Here's Sinclair. Goes left. Well, how did they not go two up then, West Ham? Defoe, well, it looked as though his dribbling skills had deserted him then, but he still managed to get past Sorensen, hit the ball across the goal, and there was nobody there. Defoe, just a little ball into Sinclair, tried to set himself up, both guys getting in each other's way. Carrick did well. It's come through to Canute. Here's Cole. Great save from Sorensen. He still hit it out twice. Johnson bundled over. No penalty, says the referee. What a fine piece of goalkeeping. His defence completely deserted him. And it seemed just a matter of who it was who was going to score for West Ham. Cole brought it back. Sorensen pushing it away, and as Lomas came in on him, he threw himself in it again. Proctor will be the man, but here for the time being is Freddie Canute!
and it's 2 for West Ham. A beauty from Canute. Fine ball, and look at this exquisite finish from Canute. West Ham have 2, and they've got a cushion. It's a wonderful finish from Canute. Carrick just slipped it into his path. He hardly had to break stride, and a great finish. Glove fit in the corner. Rodin's the thinker. Lovely touch here, takes him through. Canute, and he's fed Defoe. Can he do it? Jermaine Defoe, and somehow Sunderland have blocked it. It should have been number 3 for West Ham. Unselfish from Canute. He slipped the ball through to Defoe. Good play initially from Williams, and Sorensen put him off. And then it was El Kakuri who blocked it and sent it over for the corner. This is it. Great effort! Another fabulous save by Sorensen. A wonderful flick from Sinclair that set the chance up. And Defoe nearly had another. Look at this piece of genius from Trevor Sinclair. It's a strange corner from Carrick. Lovely flick from Sinclair. And somehow Sorensen has fingertipped that round the post. It's a thoroughly professional performance from Glen Roeder's West Ham United that takes them to 30 points and out of the bottom 3 of the Barclaycard Premiership for the first time since early November 2002. Goals from Jermaine Defoe and a second half stunner from Freddie Canute, who came on for Les Ferdinand at half-time, have seen off Mick McCarthy's Sunderland. A final score here: West Ham United 2, Sunderland 0. It's been a disappointing Easter so far for West Ham United and Glen Roeder. Defeat at the Reebok on Saturday means the Hammers' fate is now completely out of their hands. They need to beat this afternoon's visitors Middlesbrough and hope Bolton and Leeds begin a slide of successive defeats. Stranger things have happened in past end of seasons run-ins. Glen Roeder. I wonder what's going through his mind. Straight away. Well, that's a gift to Christie. Could be a disastrous start for West Ham, and only thanks to a fantastic interception from Breivik were West Ham not embarrassed in the very first minute. Well, incredible this. What was Repka doing? It was Repka who let Christie in, but Breivik saved the day. What a nightmare start for West Ham. This finds Johnson. Johnson might try something, pushing into the area. Finds Cole in this area. Joe Cole turns beautifully, and Schwarzer beat it out. Good stop. West Ham's captain, all that was on his mind was the fact that he did, of course, score in his first game as captain for West Ham against Middlesbrough. Say covered Repka. Here's Cole. Well, a bit of space for Sinclair. Onto the right foot, Trevor Sinclair. And Schwarzer in trouble. It's a goal kick.
Ferdinand got in very quickly there, but it didn't really make any difference. France couldn't hold it. It's a frustrating clash of the midfields, this game at the moment. Sinclair's done well. Chips one in, this will find Defoe. Defoe's good header. Lomas! It'll be a corner. Lovely interplay between Defoe and Lomas. A great head down, and Lomas did well. The keeper covered it. Good play from Sinclair too, to have set it up in the first place. Lomas has got a long way to run, but only Kerr drew with him to chase. Ball play slightly behind Cole, but he kept onto it well. Jiggling on the edge of the area. It's for Lomas to make a run into the area, or maybe Cole to hit one in. Oh, a lovely flick! Beautiful flick by Defoe. What a piece of skill. Schwarzer gathered it easily in the end, but a fabulous back flick. Real skills from Defoe. Brevet. But he got the ball, but he's lost it to Christie. Could be an expensive mistake from Brevet as Juninho comes in. And Repka, what a save from James! Repka, in an attempt to clear the ball, almost scored a quite spectacular own goal. Given away by Brevet, but this was the flick, and James just had enough. Cole, oh, brilliant. He's round his man, Joe Cole, and he's just got one man to beat Cole. It's only Cole. He hasn't got the acceleration, but he has got the finish. Just wide. And the West Ham captain showing a piece of individual skill there that nearly led to the goal that West Ham so desperately need. It was the wonderful touch, took the ball past Boateng, and then Cole herring down on Schwarzer. Only Cooper to beat, but in the end the numbers gathered on him. Cole, not the most pacey of players, but he jiggled around Boateng. Have had a little bit of action in the end of this half. Won too many games away from it, just 3. And a foul by Repka on Christie in a dangerous position, with players like Juninho in the side, and indeed, as we've seen, Kerr drew. Not a good place to concede a free kick, but he does. There is Juninho. Oh, James has dropped it, but he recovered. And somehow West Ham got it away. Pearce, it was the last man. What a hero, Ian Pearce. He's turned from villain to hero now. Set up in the last game. Today, at the end of the first half, keeps West Ham in this game. And James couldn't hang on to the free kick. And Macaroni's effort to hit it goal bound was thwarted by an excellent piece of defence. Great Sinclair in the sun on the right hand side. West Ham moving players up. Lomas going with him. It will come to Les Ferdinand. Well, it was goal bound, but no pace on it at all. Good cross from Sinclair, but Ferdinand no power at all. There's an opportunity for Roche's cross. Johnson got it out, only to the edge of the area. Greening's done brilliantly here. And James was watching that ball trickle past. And anything could have happened. There's a real chance for Middlesbrough. Johnson looking for his options this time. Ferdinand wants to play 1-2 with him. Ball out to Sinclair. Good cross needed. One comes, Ferdinand can't get there. Lomas! It's the post! Can West Ham squeeze it in? It wouldn't go! Lomas did brilliantly there. And for the second successive home game, Steve Lomas sees an effort come back off the post. Half a header from Ferdinand. The heads went up for offside, and goodness me, how unlucky could Lomas get off the inside of the post, and Ferdinand couldn't pick up the rebound. Cisse, a lot for Johnson to do.
absolutely brilliantly from Glenn Johnson. Sinclair! He's found the back of the net! Trevor Sinclair! And West Ham have a chance! It could be a vital goal for West Ham. A brilliant run from Johnson. Slide rule pass, and Sinclair stroked it into the corner. Lovely touch. Look at this finish from Sinclair. He doesn't hit it very hard, but right in the corner. Right in the corner. Pushes one in. Flicked on, but to no avail. We've virtually played the 2 minutes of injury time allocated by referee Wiley. That's it. West Ham have 3 points. They've beaten Middlesbrough 1-0. Trevor Sinclair scored the goal. The 77th minute, his 8th of the season. Final score here at Upton Park. West Ham United 1, Middlesbrough 0.
The Dane picks out Anelka. Foul off far post, so is Foe. Oh, good stop by James, he's lost it! And Brevitt has saved a certain goal.
Well, it was great bravery, wasn't it, from Robbie Fowler, but really too easy the way that Nicholas Anelka just comes inside, really does drill this towards the far post. And certainly David James looked as if he had it out of his grasp, but full marks to Rufus Brevitt because he didn't give up the situation. And there's Robbie Fowler very nearly losing his head.
Bit of space down the right for Anelka, and Fowler well placed in the penalty area. Here's Fowler!
What a chance to Robbie Fowler. He's come very, very close to scoring, hasn't he? But once again, it's that run from Nicholas Anelka, finding that space out wide, doing the damage. And once that ball came into the box, the predatory instincts of Robbie Fowler very nearly converting what is a good chance.
And Ferdinand will close down Schmeichel, and he's beaten him to it! Oh, an amazing miss.
Well, Peter Schmeichel's claiming that Les Ferdinand handled the ball. I don't think Ferdinand can do anything about that, because really Schmeichel has just hit it against him. But good foraging by the experienced Les Ferdinand. It does a handball, but really Schmeichel smacks it at him. But what another good chance. 2 great chances in the space of a minute.
James looking for Sinclair and picking him out well. And Ferdinand's there again, but he's offside. He's hurt himself in the challenge with Schmeichel.
Well, he wasn't to know, and neither was Peter Schmeichel. And full marks to the City goalkeeper, because he was out very, very quickly indeed at the feet of Les Ferdinand. As this ball comes in, it's marginal, but I think it's a correct decision. But both players honestly, genuinely go for the ball at the same time. And this is an important save, really, in many respects, for Peter Schmeichel. But that is a dangerous, dangerous collision, and it looks as if Les Ferdinand has come off a lot worse than the City goalkeeper.
Lomas with a header. Oh, and off the line. Foe heads it away. Belmardi in bravely. Cole has it back for West Ham. And it's broken to Jermaine Defoe. And still Defoe. It was a great challenge by Barton. The danger still hasn't passed. It has now.
Oh, unbelievable. How did Manchester City manage to keep this out? But great credit must go to Nicholas Jensen. You can see there he's just edging towards the line. It isn't over.
As Cole knocks it in. Yes, it's in now. Canute has scored a precious, precious goal for West Ham United. Their Premiership hopes are still alive. A bizarre goal in a a game that has had so many chances.
Well, we thought it would never come, did we really? And City go to sleep really. The initial ball or the initial corner, they haven't defended particularly well because it goes to Joe Cole. And they don't defend particularly well and it comes into the box, but Don Hutchinson thinks he scored, it comes out, and Canute on the line has the simplest of tasks to put that ball home. And absolutely incredible scenes we've seen from the West Ham fans, the caretaker manager, the coaching staff, the players. It's all beginning to get a little bit exciting now.
We're into the dying seconds at Main Road. There's the final whistle. West Ham United are clinging on. Freddie Canute has scored the most important goal of his Upton Park career, and Trevor Brooking's managerial debut has ended with 3 precious, precious points to keep West Ham's hopes alive.
By the desperate importance of the fixture, by deep concern for one convalescing boss, and by deep affection for the local legend who borrows his dugout for the day. And Trevor Brooking goes hell for leather towards the win he needs. So come on, who didn't think that when West Ham were hauled off kicking and screaming at Bolton a fortnight back, they were already down, and who is so sure now? Trevor Brooking, after all those years, after all those games in claret and blue, this is the one and only time he will sit in that seat. Sinclair. Early ball in for Canute, and Defoe! Not much vigour in the shot, ball didn't fall for him. Sinclair making mischief early in the game. Canute missed it altogether. Cole kept it rolling for West Ham. Brevet. In by Brevet for Canute! Oh, what a save! He's living every minute again. Splendidly hung up by Rufus Brevet, and how Freddie Canute hung himself up, and how well Carlo Cudicini got himself up to turn it over. Sinclair aimed in beyond Ferdinand for Canute, and Ferdinand! Those old legs, battered and bruised, are still getting him round the penalty box. He will always know his way to goal. And Les Ferdinand was half a yard or so away from finding what could have been a critical goal for West Ham. Lomas. It's a smashing ball for Glenn Johnson. Out by Gallas. Sinclair! Beaten out by Cudicini. And Ferdinand couldn't hold it up for Sinclair again. Attempting to achieve a league double over Chelsea for the first time in more than 2 decades. And they've earned themselves a corner needlessly conceded by Marcel Desailly. It was always going to be a nervy first half at Upton Park. Brevet's delivery. Lomas! Lomas, Brevet, Ferdinand, Sinclair tying up Gallas. Sinclair's cross. Canute! Now then, here is a moment. Paolo Di Canio. Farewell performance in all probability. In place of Les Ferdinand, who put his body on the line for West Ham, Di Canio's back. His first game since his spat with Glenn Roeder at West Bromwich Albion towards the end of February. West Ham have done fine without him, but ultimately they need him, and they need him to happen. He may never run on again at Upton Park after today. Zola. Good challenge from Johnson. Nicked out by Brevin. Cole. Canute. Di Canio. Canute. Cole. Sinclair. Di Canio! It was bound to be him! And if this is goodbye, Paolo Di Canio, then it is goodbye, God bless you. West Ham's biggest star, West Ham's biggest troublemaker. The tantrums, the tempers, the moments of brilliance, the moments of inspiration. And with 20 minutes to save their season, again, Paolo Di Canio, right man, right place. Two goals at Chelsea in a thrilling win in September, a home goal against Chelsea in May, and the non-executive director who took the executive decision to send him on is going through it. No team has ever gone down from the Premiership with more than 40 points. West Ham, if they cling on here, will be on 41 points. And at least at 5 o'clock on the penultimate weekend of the season, they will be out of the bottom three. But wait, there's Lampard! Oh, what a save by James! What a key moment, clawed out by England's David James from West Ham's former employee Frank Lampard. This is Chelsea's last chance to break West Ham's hearts. It's Lassau's corner, out by Defoe. Still no whistle. Now the whistle, and it goes to the wire. Thrillingly, West Ham have dragged the final relegation issue, kicking and screaming, onto the final day of the Barclaycard Premiership season. Paolo Di Canio, the hero.
So that's it, fantastic end to the season, but it was all still heartbreak for the West Ham players and their fans. It's so easy now to think of what could have been, but we'll be back, have no doubt. This club is too good to stay away from the Premiership for too long. Which players will stay, who will go, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, it's goodbye from me, Tony Cottee, hoping you've enjoyed the positive moments from another heart-stopping West Ham season. Bye for now. Relegation. It's enough to make anyone want to jump off Canary Wharf. How far is it down from here?